Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to another video on this channel Financial Independence Samjho. Today we are going to look at 7 reasons why people stay poor. In this video we are going to discuss the following topics, essentially why people stay poor, and this comes down to the following habits: buying designer clothes, paying yourself last, credit cards, sport events, student loan debt, buying a new car, and waiting too long to invest. Yeah, people buy this in order to just look rich, and the companies that are represented here and various other companies which deal with fast fashion, they know this, and they target this particular weakness among other things in their ads, not just on traditional media, mainstream media, I mean, but also on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and other social media platforms. And my point is, why do you need to do this? Who are you trying to impress? Having regular clothes is totally fine. Just having a one-off fancy dress for special events is okay, but repeating the same dress on multiple occasions, it's not the end of the world, honestly. Just look at this chart. This chart is the newest information that I can find on designer clothes. And just look at the percentage of the market cap that they have acquired. It's led by Dior, then followed by Gucci and Chanel and Louis Vuitton. And again, who are you wearing this to impress? Some relative or some friend in a social circle? You don't have to look rich, you have to be rich. Next up, it's paying yourself last, which I also find is a common trait. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I asked him about his monthly expenses, and he said, "Yeah, it's the rent, and I have a Netflix subscription or YouTube subscription, and eventually I also go on vacation once or twice a year, and then at the end of the month, I just don't know where my money goes." However, this is the wrong way to approach the financial game. What you should do is pay yourself first. So that I mean, you should always try to max out 401k and Roth IRA. Then you should pay down your debt, and there are two kinds of debt which I will explore in a future video. There's a good kind and bad kind of debt. But whatever debt you have, you should try to pay it down, and then you should focus on needs, and finally desires. Going on a vacation is not a need, it's a desire. Just to clear that out. Credit cards. It is not a tool for you, it's a weapon against you. And there are grave dangers when it comes to credit cards. It is really, for once, it is really easy to get into credit card debt. Missing a credit card payment can have long-lasting effects on your credit score. One can carry over a balance and can incur heavy, and I really mean heavy, like in the range of 15 to 20%, and one can easily use too much of his or her credit limit. Honestly, here one should apply the Dave Ramsey approach and cancel all kinds of um, credit card subscriptions and physically cut the plastic. Sports events is another major factor where the money that should be invested is spent. Speaking from my personal experience, full disclosure, I live in Germany, and a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago now, there was the Formula One, and it was billed as the last Formula One that will ever happen in Germany. And what I found out is that tickets were extremely expensive. I think I paid it like 250 euros or something like that. You just don't have to think about tickets. You also you have to think about the parking and the cost of fuel in order to get to the racetrack. And the food is, well, it's substandard food. And it's not that it's a one-day event. It's in case of Formula One, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you don't only have to just go there. You also have to, if you are coming from far, you also have to think about how you are going to spend your night in order to attend multiple days. It's the same concept with musical events as well, but right now I focus on sports events. Honestly, not everything is worth watching. We all saw the FIFA World Cup final between Argentina and France. Probably the one of the most amazing games of football we will ever see. But really, the whole tournament, was it worth watching? If let's say you are supporting a particular team and it went out early in the tournament, I don't think so. Similarly, for a neutral viewer like myself, I was not that invested, even though Germany was playing, but they went out early in the tournament. And after that, I was not that much heavily invested in the tournament. For me, just watching the highlights package on YouTube was enough. Student loan debt. This is the kind of loan which I just do not understand this. It's you're asking 19-year or 20-year-old or 18-year-old to well study, but also they sell the experience of college, which I don't really understand. You're going there for study and not to gain the experience. There are multiple cases documented now where people have dropped out of college and because they just didn't like what they studied. And I'm not talking about the college dropout who became billionaires, but the other vast majority. They went into, let's say, um, arts, and eventually they figured, okay, I don't like this, but the money is gone. And the really, really bad thing about this student loan is that even if you become bankrupt, it's not going away. And as you can see from this chart, in 2006 it was $0.52 trillion dollars, but in instead of going down over the years, it has increased in uh, 2022. It's up to $1.76 trillion dollars. And buying a new car, I really don't see this as a good investment. Because as soon as you buy a new car, it depreciates in value. You also have to think about the insurance of having a car, and you also have to think on the return on investment. And that by that I mean not in terms of financial um, benefit, but rather does it really make sense? Does it really make sense in terms of having a car to go to work, let's say, um, versus the public transport. In my opinion, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I live in Germany, so I use public transport and it has worked well over the years. For others, let's say, who live in America, if it is possible, if you, let's say, live in a big city, New York, Austin, let's say, try to use public transport there or think of car sharing apps or ride sharing apps which you can use. Waiting too long to invest. I personally have been guilty of this as well. It's just that I was frozen in the analysis paralysis, and I did not start early with my investment. This is the topic of my next video as well. If I have to start over again, what would I do? But generally speaking, people don't take initiative when they are investing because they fear the loss. In my general experience now, timing the market does not really work. What works is dollar cost averaging. So whether it's stocks or bonds or precious metals or something else that you're interested in, just whether the market is going up or down, you just keep on investing and investing and investing. And eventually, after a number of years, your investment, because this is an appreciating asset, hopefully, in which you are investing, it will increase in value. And after X number of years, let's say 20 years or 30 years or even 10 years, uh, you will have more just because you kept on investing. How this investing is affected over a number of years, this is also another topic of my upcoming video, which I will post on this channel. Well, thank you for your attention. Please like the video. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Uh, Please let me know how in the comments down below how did you like this video and whether you have observed other traits which are keeping general person poor. And subscribe to this channel and stick around for more. Finally, there's something which I'm starting with this channel as well. It's called peer review. Do you have any finance related questions? Comment them down below. But let's say if do you want me to have a look into your bank statements in order to improve passive income or saving, or do you want me to peer review your CV in order to increase your active income? Then feel free to reach out to me at the mail address financialindependence@gmail.com. I will gladly do a peer review on both of these topics, improving the passive income or active income on my channel, so that others can also learn from this experience. And I will also remove any identifying information so that you remain anonymous. Well, that was it for this video. Until next time, bye.